Hey everyone, I'm Martin.
I'm Shelly.
And we are out here at our outdoor Sunday morning makeshift, do-it-yourself, getting her done outdoor kitchen. And today is going to be my personal favorite breakfast. I wish you were here to taste it because it's going to be awesome. We're going to do biscuits and gravy today. Anyway, so we're just getting this thing started up and
I'm going to get the fire going.
And Shelly's going to get the fire going. So maybe you're getting tired of me continually talking about the virtues of the Griswold skillets. So today I'll just simply say we're using Griswold number 9 today. Yeah, I think we're getting pretty close. The spatula is not out here. I've noticed that the sun is kind of in the camera this morning. We're getting a little bit of a later start than we usually do. It's 8 o'clock here today. And, I mean, we've got this awkward thing with our kitchen where we bake stuff inside, but we have to do things on a skillet outside. So Shelly's inside getting biscuits ready. We'll maybe take a quick look at that at some point here. You may notice in the background we have LBJ sitting back here. Stands for Little Black Jeep. We have been parking it up the hill a ways, and just because we haven't had room made for it down here, and since we got a lot of that work done down there, we decided it's time for it to join us. So this is almost ready, and it's browned up. I think just a couple more minutes will take care of this. But the sausage that we use is very, very lean. There's almost no grease in it at all. And so there's really nothing to pour off or skim off. I mean, I just usually dab a little bit of it up with a paper towel out of the bottom of the skillet just because it's so lean that there's almost nothing ever there. So I'm going to try to do that here in just a second. I mean, that's about it. With that little bit of grease, I wouldn't even normally probably worry about it. Shelly likes to have as much of it removed as possible. I'm not sure what the point is when you're eating biscuits and gravy, but that's my story. Okay, so the next part of this is I cheat a little bit on this because I have made the gravy with milk and adding flour to it and some salt and pepper, and that's okay, but it takes a while and the flavor is just a little bit bland. I've also used Bisquick, which I like the flavor of better, but it still takes a little while, and that's a good solution too. But I've kind of discovered something else, that if I'm willing to cheat a little bit and get one of these country gravy mixes with spices and everything already in it, that works out really, really well. So I just usually add a couple of these to the big pan of milk over here, and that gets my gravy started really quick, and it gives it a really good flavor when it's done. And I've tried a lot of different mixes. Some of them are like 50 cents a pack, and you know what? I like some of them better than others, but all of them are actually pretty good. So that's all that is. I don't know if you can see that or not. Got a little gravy mixed in my coffee. Oh, it'll be interesting. Sort of like creamer, I guess, at this point. Okay, I think we're good to get this started. So the tedious part of gravy is keeping it stirred all the time so that it doesn't start caking up and building up on the bottom. And, you know, I know that a lot of you that are experts at making gravy are going to look at what I'm doing and say, no, 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 that's not the way you do it. And I'm okay with that. What I would really like to do, I mean, gravy is like my all-time favorite food group. And what I would like is, if you are an expert gravy maker, go down in the description down below and tell me how it's done right, because I've never been happy with the way I make gravy. I mean, I get it done and it's good when it's done, but if there's an easier way, let me know what it is. By the way, if you've been enjoying these Sunday morning breakfasts with us, go ahead and click the subscribe button and the notification bell. We publish these pretty bright and early on Sunday every day, every week. So as this thing is heating up, I can feel it starting to want to settle to the bottom and bake down there, the gravy mix. So whether you're using flour or Bisquick or some kind of a gravy mix, when it gets hot, it's going to want to try cooking to the bottom of the skillet. And you really have to keep stirring it to keep it dissolved. Otherwise, you'll end up with a flat, hard cake at the bottom of the skillet that is very difficult to pour over your biscuits. You know, there's always a point with gravy where you think, this is not going to work. You know, it always worked every other time, but this time it's not going to work because it just doesn't seem to be thickening up. But all at once it will. So we have now reached the point where if I stop stirring this for a few seconds, it would start bubbling. You see that? Which is usually a pretty good sign that it's about done. You know, for those of you that grew up on biscuits and gravy, you probably really can smell it. There's Shelly with her coffee.
Hey, I'm going to tell you a story about biscuits and gravy. I grew up north and had no idea biscuits and gravy even existed.
Even a thing.
Well, yeah, it was even a thing. And we went out to eat with a friend, and he ordered biscuits and gravy, and Martin ordered biscuits and gravy, and I go, biscuits and gravy? Yuck, for breakfast?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's good. But now I've taken to the southern roots of biscuits and gravy.
How's the biscuits doing? Are they about done?
They're about done.
Okay, this is done. Shelly said the biscuits are done. I'm going to take this over to the table so we can kind of dish it up. And we'll get over to the fire and start eating.
Biscuits are done.
Ooh, that looks good. Okay. Hey, wait for me.
All right.
Oh, look at that. That is so good. Oh yeah, you can still see all of our junk in the background over there.
Mom, you're not supposed to show them the junk. Oh.
Now we're going to go that way. That's where we're going to have breakfast.
Just the way it is. That's the way it is sometimes.
There she comes. Say hi to the camera.
Hi, camera.
All right, so Heavenly Father, we thank you for this food and a good day that we're having already today, and the good day that we'll be having for the rest of the day. In Jesus' name, amen.
Bless it to our bodies. Oh, wonderful. It's good, Martin.
Oh, this is good. Yeah. This is really very simple to do, and it's really very good.
So, I did my biscuits. I got some jelly on it, blackberry and some Dutch oven apple. By the way, Martin, think we're gonna start growing our own veggies, and I think I want to grow some of my fruit, like blackberries, blueberries.
Yeah.
Gonna make my own jelly. Gonna make my own stuff.
We were at the grocery store a couple of days ago, and the prices of things are absolutely totally berserk. And we got in there and ended up getting about half the things that we had gone in there to plan to get. And like Shelly turned to me and says, "Okay, we're growing a garden. That's it." And you know, we always planned on growing a garden. I actually planned on having a greenhouse, but there, not sharing with fly. Get out. So, but that's not on the agenda this year. We're into almost to August now, and maybe it is August. I don't know. Anyway.
It's July, but maybe it's August.
I don't know. You lose track of time when you get down here lost in the woods. So, but anyway, it's too late in the year to really try to do anything with that this year, but by next spring we're planning on making a garden.
Yep.
By the way, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about finding a baby bird in a nest that we kind of knocked the nest down. We knocked the tree down that the nest was in. And Shelly rescued it. What happened? She's too busy eating.
So I rescued it. I was praying for it too because, man, it was such a cute little thing. And it actually paired up with the parent. And we started feeding it. And I put it back in the nest and brought it down the hill there. And after a while, I even had to shade it, so I brought some more branches with some dead leaves on it, just to shade it because I didn't want it to get hurt. And it survived.
So she just made her video about the bird, the baby bird. She threw in a couple of clips of a baby fawn that we had here earlier this year and some other birds and things. So I'll put a description of that down below, or I'll put a link to it in the description down below so you can see that if you'd like. Her channel is called Chicks in the Sticks. It's all about her and her friends whenever they decide to do wild stuff out in the woods. She does tree cutting, she's done some chainsawing, she's done some gun shooting, she does all these things. Some of her friends do cooking in the kitchen, some country cooking. So you want to check that channel out. It's called Chicks in the Sticks. You know, another thing we just recently did was we finally did a video tour of the cabin that we're building. And I'll put a link to that down below in the description as well. It's not done. Part of the reason why we're cooking outside.
Yeah, I keep finding different things in there, and I move some stuff around and I forget where I put everything. Once I get it arranged, it'll be good.
It's not that big of a cabin. You'd think that you wouldn't lose stuff so easy in there.
Yeah, I started this and I had my chair over there, but now the smoke's going right in my face. He always seems to follow you. Maybe I get smoked flavored biscuits and gravy that way.
So I've picked breakfast since we did the blueberry pancakes. What are you going to pick next week?
I'm not sure yet. I think.
It's dangerous when I let her cook. Not that she's not a good cook. It's just you never know what you might get.
Hey, I made a good something with spinach.
Might be a smoothie.
He needs to eat more spinach and good food like that. So maybe I'll do a quiche or something. Yeah.
See, that's what I'm telling you.
But I'm not cooking. You are. This is your cooking morning.
I don't know how to cook that stuff.
Now, come on. Here's a man
Do we have to do it in the Dutch oven?
who, oh yeah, we could maybe do that in the Dutch oven. That would be good. Here's a man who knows how to do almost anything. And when I hear this, I don't know how to do this, I always kind of let him figure it out. We usually figure things out if we don't know how to do them.
She told me to make a smoothie one time. So I went to the refrigerator and I found basically 2 ingredients that I made a smoothie with. It started with milk and it had vanilla ice cream added to it.
That
was the best smoothie I've had in a long time.
That is not exactly the smoothie I'm talking about.
I haven't figured out how to make a bacon smoothie yet. You know, I don't know what it is, but we started sort of by accident doing the Sunday morning breakfast outside. And of all of the things that we do that to me are interesting, people seem to be liking the breakfast thing outside better than all the rest of it. So I guess we'll just keep doing them.
Yep. Every morning I bring my Bible out and I read a couple pages in it and study. But I like to pray and go for a walk. When I go for walks, I usually pray. So if you have any prayer requests you want prayed over, just let me know.
You can put them in the description down below too.
I'd be glad to pray for you. I'm going to try to get me a bow and arrow. I haven't got him yet.
I think you ought to get a tomahawk.
Oh, I'm going to get a tomahawk too. Learn how to throw a tomahawk. Do all the things, the skills that I need.
Better be careful if you try to sneak up on us. Might have a tomahawk sailing through the air at you.
Thanks for joining us.
Remember, Sunday mornings here around the campfire, we publish the video about 6 a.m. in the morning. As you can tell, we probably produce it ahead of time. That's okay. So join us Sunday morning. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and we'll see you next week.
And
What?
Go ahead.
Here's to having an excellent adventure, and may the stopping never start.
And we always have an adventure going.
I don't know, maybe we just sit here a while.
I think it'd be nice.
All right. See you next week.
Yeah.
If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like and a share, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell. See you next time.